Hello, I'd like to share with you tonight a short moment from my current novel, which for the purposes of this evening is called Masquerade. And it's where my fictional character Barbara undergoes something of a small reinvention. I also have, as well as Barbara, a very intrusive narrator who speaks not out to the reader, but to Barbara herself. Here we go. Did I tell you, Barbara, that I've been walking again? I was walking in the dark. There had been rain. How the world turns strange under night skies, Barbara. Broad-leaved plants were slimed skin, squat toes. Hedges were bare bones, taut-lit ribs. I looked up. Perfect star plough. Searched for the moon, but its pale round was hiding. We don't own this world darkened, Barbara. It is for night creatures. Owl cry, then again, over field towards graveyard. It was answered. There were two in secret flying. Night shrank to light pool. I turned again, peered into dense black. Imagine, tree becomes man. He steps out inhuman, stretched skin, guttural cry. Such stories we make in the dark. Your story will work well in a world turned strange, Barbara. It should be late October. Put the clocks back. Bring on the dark. You brought your winter coat, didn't you? Get it on then. The temperature has dropped. To the harbour, a cluster of small stalls. This one sells donuts. Next door, shrimps and chips. Fried fat seafood, sniff and snack. Sea and sky artwork on the walls, blue with white bits, stars or wave tops, depends on your interpretation. Lean over the harbour wall, Barbara. See below the tide line? There's a different story. Those stones are weary worn from years of wind-driven sea swell that spills scum froth all over that blacked bladder rack. Twice daily or thereabouts, the tide will lift those fronds, caress those swollen pods, then piss off and leave them stranded, gasping. Regular prickties or twatties, depends on your interpretation. Here's the stall that interests you, Barbara. It's the clairvoyance booth. Juno, spiritualist, tarot readings. Here's a lady who knows how to sell herself. Just look at this poster. Get to know your future. Come my way. See for yourself what I have to say. The cards hold the future. Don't doubt or despair. Now is the time to take one big step forward. What rhythm? I was hoping for a rhyme in that last line, but still. Juno will want to do a reading for you. Do you think she saw you coming? A small sign. Open. One big step forward, Barbara. In you go. A lace frill hangs in the doorway. It brushes Barbara's head as she peeps in. Inside, a tea light flame quivers. Insect sticks burn. On a shelf, a crystal ball and a pale, bright phrenology head. It looks luminous in the gloom. In the corner, a veiled woman sits. She gestures to a second chair for Barbara. They face each other across a small round table draped in black velvet. Juno lifts her veil. She has unusually pale eyes, a sharp nose, but she's smiling a welcome. Who's going to speak first? Since Barbara is wondering why on earth she's doing this, and whether she can get up and leave, it must be Juno. What will she say? Will she begin with, welcome, in a low voice filled with mysticism? Will she already have a prophecy to make, brought on by the aura of light that surrounds Barbara's head? Are there angels already present? Actually, there are a couple of housekeeping points to get over before the fortune-telling can commence. It's 30 quid, Juno says. Can you shut the door? Yes, of course, says Barbara, and gets up to push the door closed, in so doing barring her own escape. She sits once more, but before she can delve into her bag for her wallet, Juno reaches across the table and takes both Barbara's hands in hers. How awkward! They'd only just met. But Juno's hands are warm. The pale eyes staring into Barbara's are friendly. Now, says Juno, tell me your name. Oh. Barbara hesitates. She isn't keen to let Juno know exactly who she is. More than this, as she peered under the lace frill into the clairvoyant's booth, she experienced an inner convulsion, or rebellion even, against the old Barbara. This is, after all, her new start. Tempted as she was just a moment ago to walk out of this booth, she closed the door and returned to Juno's table. You should be proud, Barbara, because your journey, this town, the tarot reading that Juno is about to start, these things aren't just happening to you. You're making this story, investing in your own future. You don't really need Juno to tell your fortune. But the door is shut. There's 30 quid on the table promised. Let's get to that reading, because Juno has let go of your hands and is offering you a pack of large, tattered tarot cards and telling you to shuffle them, leave your energy in them, even as she asks you your name and you say Claudra. It's Claudra. What the fuck? Where did this come from? Claudra? You're telling me, Barbara, that you saw that cheesy Dracula experience in the street and you did some crazy anagram with the old cunt's name? You really did this? It's actually rather good. Claudra. Touch of the dramatic. Completely un-Barbara. I like it.